All right, y'all, so as y'all can see, I've sold my Tesla Model 3, and it's kind of bittersweet, I ain't gonna lie. In 2021, I got this car. I was very excited to get this car, and since day one, I've been having a ball with it, with the speed of it, the comfortability, the technology, everything. Had no complaints. The only thing I ever had to change was the tires, because, you know, if you got an EV or a Tesla, they burn through some tires, in case you ain't know. But it's been a fun ride, and I had this car for, you know, since 2021, so a couple years now, and it was time for something different. You know, I have a family now, I have a little kid, so I got different priorities, so obviously I need a bigger car. So yeah, it was time to sell the Tesla. So I touched on it briefly on why I sold it, but let's dive into it a little deeper. So firstly, I got a family now, and it was easier when it was just me and my now wife in the car, and we was in the front. But now we got to deal with car seats, and the car seats are kind of big and hefty. So, and I'm a 6'2" guy, so I need room. So I had to push my seat all the way back. The headroom really wasn't there. So I'm like, all right, we just got to get something bigger. So having a family, having not enough space for a growing family, and plus we got a lot of family that flies in, have to pick folks up from the airport. So imagine trying to get like a ton of luggage into the back of a Model 3 and also have folks in the back that kind of feel cramped, because the back seat of a Model 3, if like the driver is short or whatever, cool, you got plenty of space. But like if I'm 6'2" in front of you, you know, so space was a major issue with having a Model 3. And yeah, it's time to get something bigger, and that's the main driver. Also, we have a dog, so it's just a whole, we have too much family to not get something bigger. So bigger family, we need more space. And also, it probably didn't help that I put about 70,000 miles on that car. Did some road trips, of course. I drive a lot throughout the city. I live in Dallas, Texas. So if you're familiar with Dallas, you know an hour drive is pretty regular out here because everything's so spread apart, but that's a different conversation. But yeah, so for my value went all the way down on it from adding all these miles. But I would say it's different with the EV because I don't have to worry about transmission or other parts going bad. People have been driving well over 100,000 miles and we're good. But you know, I'm aware that that affects the price of the car, and I already knew I was gonna get something bigger, so perfect time to sell, so I did. All right, so boom, I'm back in the car market. So I need to find me a new car. I done sold it, now I gotta find me a new car. We down to one car in the household, and I can't do it because I travel a lot. She needs to do what she needs to do, my wife, so we need another car. So one of the biggest things I was thinking about was, all right, do I go back to EV or do I go back to gas? Like, which one? Because like EV, like if I'm gonna do an EV, it's gonna have to be a Tesla, because the other EV companies' infrastructure isn't as big as Tesla. So like I said, I drive a lot. So if I'm out and about and I need to charge, I don't got time to be sitting there for 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? So that's a factor. So if I was to go to EV, and I understand some of them are starting to charge at Tesla chargers, but I don't even feel like doing all that research. So it's gonna be a Tesla or a gas car. So gas, you know, I'm not too fond of that because, you know, transmissions, you gotta pay for gas and all this other BS that goes on with gas cars. Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little spoiled with the EV, and I have to pay for all that stuff. But anyway, I did go look at some brands like Jeep, BMW, and some others. Jeep was a surprise though, I ain't gonna lie. I had low expectation for Jeep, but we got into a car that had the peanut butter seats, massage seats, ventilated seats. I was like, okay, all right, I see you, Jeep. But when I did some research, a lot of people said that Jeeps aren't reliable, they be breaking down, and I ain't got time for that. Imagine going from an EV to a gas car just for it to break down on you. Insane, can't do it. So I went to BMW. I heard they're better, more of a reliable brand, but BMW is not cheap. I ain't gonna lie to you. So I tried to stay in the 60 price range, 60 and lower. And I know that's probably low for BMW, but ain't nobody trying to pay no 100,000 for no car. If I'm dropping 100,000, it's gonna be on some assets like some real estate or something like that, business wise. But that's the business guy in me. Once I make get into the millions, you know what I'm saying, I might, you know, indulge. But right now we ain't there yet. But make sure you subscribe to the channel. Your brother get there. But anyway, the BMW they brought, it was alright. It was alright. You know what I'm saying? That's how I can sum it up. But yeah, so I'm still looking. So yeah, I'm still looking. All right, so if you made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you, and make sure you like, comment, subscribe. But my search continues, so I'm gonna try to find something that match my car. Hopefully it's another EV, but we gonna see. Y'all let me know down in the comments what y'all think I should do. Should I go back to gas, or should I get another EV? What y'all think? Let's talk about it. So with that said, again, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We almost to 1,000 subscribers. And till next time, people, peace. All right, y'all, we still looking for the car. What you doing, bro? Right, you ain't supposed to show the car yet.